Hello. So, how are you all? My name is Yogesh, and we are doing Standard 12, Part 1, Chapter number 3, Linear Regression. And so far, we have completed many good topics. Yesterday, we have started a topic which is coefficient of determination. Okay, I hope so. Till now, you have solved all the sums. Okay, exercise 3.2 almost we have finished, so I hope you have solved that particular exercise also. Today we are going for the topic that is coefficient of determination. Now, as I told you, coefficient of determination is nothing but r square. Now, what is this r square? We have solved the topic of r. Okay, what was r? R was coefficient correlation. Just make the square of that r is r square. Okay, I have taught you some terms which are having a word coefficient in that. Okay, so correlation coefficient is also known as r, regression coefficient is b, coefficient determination is r square. So you should differentiate all the terms. Now, as you know, value of r is always between -1 to 1. What will be the value of r square? It will be 0 to 1, because as I will do the square of r, negative sign will be positive. Okay, if you multiply two negative sign, it will become positive, so the square will always be positive. So the range of value of r square is between 0 to 1. Okay, the range of value of r square is between 0 to 1. Then we have a bit analytical thing. You will be asked in a question that check the validity of linearity assumption of regression. Okay, you will be asked the question like this: check the validity of linearity assumption of regression. You will be asked a question like that. Now what happens that after reading this line, first of all you have to remember that you have to find r square, whether it is mentioned separately or not. Okay, what I told you, after reading this line you should think that you have to find r square whether it is mentioned separately or not. I mean to say that in question, if it is not asked find coefficient of determination and there is a line check the validity, then you have to find r square. Okay, now as I told you that value of r square is between 0 to 1. As I told you, value of r square is between 0 to 1 if your r square is near to 0. Okay, maybe your r square is 0.15, 0.12, 0.23. If your r square is near to 0, then you have to write your assumption is not valid. Yes, what you have to write? You have to write your assumption is not valid. Now suppose if your r square is near to 1, say for example it is 0.7, 0.75, 0.8, 0.92, 0.93. Okay, your r square is near to 1. Then your assumption is valid. Okay, then your assumption is valid. Now in question you can be asked like this: check the reliability of regression model. What will be you asked? You will be asked like this: check the reliability of regression model. Okay, you will be asked the question like this: check the reliability of regression model. Again you have to find the r square, whether it is mentioned separately or not. Now after calculating r square, we will check if your r square is near to 0, if the value of r square is near to 0, then the regression model is not reliable. Then regression model is not reliable if the value of r square is near to 1. Okay, as I told you, say for example it's 0.79. If the value of r square is near to 1, then you have to write that regression model is reliable. Okay, then your regression model is reliable. So got it? Am I clear? Yesterday we have solved the sum illustration 13, in which question was like, calculate the coefficient of determination and check the validity of linearity assumption. So you are asked to check the validity. So what we'll do, we'll find r square. Okay, yesterday we have solved this sum, so just take a look on it. After solving r square, you got the answer 0.97, and as I told you, 0.97 is very near to 1. We can say the linearity assumption of regression is valid. Yesterday we have started illustration 14 somewhat, but we have not completed it. So today we will start illustration 14 from beginning and complete it also today. In order to study, I am reading the question, and you are having book, pen with you. I hope as soon as I start the answer, you have to write with me. Okay, we'll go slow as you can write. I am reading the question now. In order to study the relationship between the density of population and number of persons suffering from skin diseases, the following information is obtained for 6 cities regarding the density of population per square kilometer and person suffering from skin disease per 1000. Now density is 12,000, 14,500, 19,000, 17,500, 13,500, 16,000. Number of patients per 1000, 80, 60, 90, 80, 40, 30. Obtain. Okay. Now you can write what are the questions asked. Okay. Number 1, obtain the regression line y on x. So this is the first question. Obtain line y on x. Second, estimate the number of patients suffering from skin disease if density of population is 15,000 per square kilometer. So you have to estimate y when x is 15,000. This is the second question. Okay, first question was to find line y on x. Second question is to find y when x is 15,000. Two questions. Third question, examine the reliability of regression model. See, just now I told you that whether it is separately mentioned or not, if the question is examine the reliability of regression model, then there is only one solution. You have to find r square. Okay, if you want to check the reliability, then we have only one method. You have to find r square. Am I clear to my topic? You have to find r square. So you will comment on reliability after finding r square. So there are basically 3 questions in this question. Line y on x, find y when x is this, and find r square. Okay, and as I told you that this illustration is quite important because it covers both the topic. It covers line y on x and it covers the r square also. Okay, and as it covers line y on x, you can see the figures. We will use the formula uv. Okay, else we will not able to find it. So yes, now take your book and pen and write the question. Okay, make a column x, name it as density. Make a column y, name it as number of patients. In column x, write 12,000, 14,500, 19,000, 17,500, 13,500 and 16,000. Okay. If you want to find the total, then make it fast, or else write 92,500. Okay, take your calculator, add 12,000, 14,500, 19, 17,500, 13,500, 16. Okay, it should be 92,500. Then come to y. Okay, write 80, 60, 90, 80, 40, 30. Okay, you can make the total in calculator fast, or else write 380. Okay, now I am going ahead. See, first of all we will find u, and as I told you that how we will find u, we will subtract some digit and we will divide some digit. Okay, so let's take an example from first, when x is 12,000. Okay, what you have do, you have done, you have subtracted 15,000 from 12,000. Okay, we are just finding number 1. Yes, so basically what we have done, we have 12,000 minus 15,000 upon 500. Now 12,000 minus 15,000 is minus 3,000 upon 500. So if you solve this, it will become minus 6. Okay, minus 3,000 upon 500. So you can see u is equal to minus 6. Yes. Okay. Then if x is 14,500, so 14,500 minus 15,000, it is minus 500 upon 500. So minus 500 upon 500 is minus 1. So you can keep minus 1 there. Then x is 19,000. So 19,000 minus 15,000, that is 4,000. 4,000 upon 500, that is 8. So you can write 8 there. Then 17,500 minus 15,000. So it's 2,500 upon 500, that is 5. Then 13,500 minus 15,000, minus 1,500 upon 500, that is minus 3. 16,000 minus 15,000, 1,000 upon 500, 2. So you are writing with me, huh? That's why I am quite slow. So you can do the total of u. If you don't know how to do the total, then add the positive, subtract the negative. It is as simple as that. Okay, add the positive, subtract the negative. See, 8 plus 5 13, 13 plus 2 15. So all positive added, 15. 15 minus 6 9, 9 minus 1 8, 8 minus 3 5. Okay, it is as simple as that. So write the total 5. Then we have find v. Now how we have calculated v? We have subtracted 60 and divided the 10. Okay, let's take an example. First figure of y is 80. Okay, so what are you have done? 80 minus 60 upon 10. So 80 minus 60 is basically 20. 20 upon 10 is 2. So you can see the figure of y is 2. After 80, y is 60. So 60 minus 60 is 0. 0 upon 10 is 0. Then y is 90. 90 minus 60 is 30. 30 upon 10. 30 upon 10 is 3. Then 80. 80 minus 60 is 20. 20 upon 10 is 2. Then 40 minus 60 is minus 20. So minus 20 upon 10 is minus 2. Then 30 minus 60 is minus 30 upon 10 is minus 3. So if you do the total of this, that is 2 plus 3 plus 2, 7. 7 minus 5, 2. So the total of v is 2. Now you know how to solve it? Yes? How to solve it? First of all, we will find u into v. Minus 6 into 2, minus 12. Okay, write it. Minus 6 into 2, minus 12. Minus 1 into 0, 0. 8 3s are, okay, 24. 5 2s are 10. Minus 3 into minus 2 is plus 6. 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. So again in UV you have to do the same. Add the positives, subtract the negative. So the total is 22. Then we will find u square. Now what is u square? It is square of the digits present in u. So what are the digits present in u? It's minus 6. Square of minus 6 is 36. Square of minus 1 is 1. square of 8 is 64, square of 5 is 25, square of 3 is 9, square of 2 is 4, the total is 139. Now this v square we have calculated just to find the r square. Okay, if you better know that in linear regression we don't need v square. Okay, but we have found v square here because we will find r square in this sum. So v square you have calculated 2 square 4, 0 square 0, 3 square 9, 2 square 4, minus 2 square 4 and minus 3 square 9. So the total is 30. Okay, now let's start. As I told you, there are 3 questions. First of all, you have to find line y on x. Okay, as you have calculated and divided some digits while forming u and v, your formula will look like this: d is equal to n sigma uv minus sigma u sigma v upon n sigma u square minus sigma u whole square into cy upon cx. Okay, now you have all the figures with you in above table which you have calculated. N is 6, sigma uv is 22 minus sigma u is 5, sigma v is 2 upon n sigma u square, that is 6 into, now sigma u square is 139 minus sigma u whole square, so it is 5 square into cy upon cx. Now what is cy? The digit divided in forming in forming v. So 10, and what is cx? Digit divided in forming u, so 100. So now just have a look on the calculation. 22 into 6 is 132, 5 2s are 10 upon 139 into 6 is 834 minus square of 5 is 25 into 1 upon 50. There was a correction yesterday also. This is 500. Okay, there was typing error. So basically cx is 500, as you have divided 500 while forming u. So it is 1 upon 50. Okay, then 120 upon, so okay, 132 minus 10 is 122 upon 834 minus 25, it's 809 into 1 by 50. So if you will solve this, you will get answer b is equal to 0.003. Then we have to find a. Now what is a? A is y bar minus bx bar. Y bar is you can find total of y upon n. X bar is total of x upon n. So y bar is 63.33, b is 0.003. So if you multiply 0.003 into 15416, you will get 46.25, and after subtracting this, you will get 17.08. Now y cap is 17.08 plus 0.0036. So this is the first question solved. In this second question is, you have to find y when x is 15,000. So you have to put 15,000 in the formula. So 17.08 plus 0.003 into 15,000. So if you will multiply, you will get 45, and 17.08 plus 45 is 62.08. So now third question, you have to examine the reliability of regression model, and as I told you how you will calculate the reliability, by finding r square. So we are finding r square. R square is n sigma uv minus sigma u sigma v upon root n sigma u square minus sigma u whole square upon root n sigma v square minus sigma v whole square, and as it is r square, I have put it the sign of square there. Okay, so fast write the formula in your book. Okay, be fast, formula is big, so it will take 20 to 30 seconds in writing. Okay, now put the values. So n is 6, sigma u is 22 minus sigma u is 5, sigma v is 2 upon in root n 6 into sigma u square 139 minus sigma u whole square, that is square of 5, then in root n sigma v square, n is 6, sigma v square is 30 minus sigma v whole square, that is square of 2. Okay, now next step, see 6 into 22 is 132, 5 2s are 10 upon 6 into 139 is 834 minus square of 5 is 25, then 6 into 30 is 180. Okay, write with me, minus 4 root. Done? Should I proceed further? Yes. Then 132 minus 10 is 122 upon 834 minus 25 root 180 minus 4, that is 176 root. Now see the effect. There is whole square. If there is whole square and under the bracket there is numerator and denominator, what happens? This square applies to both. That is to numerator also and that is to denominator also. So if I apply the square to both numerator and denominator, the numerator become 122's square, and in denominator the root will be ignored. You can say root will become root square, so root will go. Okay, so there will be no sign of root. So now we'll solve it. Square of 122 is 14884, 809 into 176 is 142384. So your r square is 0.10. Yes. Now as I told you that if r square is near to 0, so your reliability, as r square is near to 0, it cannot be said that regression model is reliable. Okay, now we'll start the illustration number 15. 6 pair of father and son are selected in an example, in a sample of experiment, to know the relation between height of father and height of their adult son. The following results are obtained from it. Sigma x is 1020, sigma y is 990, sigma x minus 170 square is 60, sigma y minus 165 square is 105, sigma x minus 170, y minus 165 is 45. Also verify the reliability of regression, obtain the regression line of y on x, and also verify the reliability of regression model. So read the question. Obtain the regression line y on x, that means you have to find line y on x, okay, y cap. Also verify the reliability. Again, as I told you that if in question it is asked that verify the reliability, that means you have to find the r square. Okay, so now how will solve this question? You can see what kind of information is given in question. Information looks like this: sigma x 1020. Okay, you are writing with me, so I am narrating slowly. Sigma x is 1020, sigma y is 990, sigma x minus 170 square 60, sigma y minus 165 square 105, sigma x minus 170, y minus 165 is 45. So what we will do, first of all we will find x bar. What is x bar? Is sigma x upon n. Sigma x is n is 6. So basically x bar is 170. What is y bar? Y bar is sigma y upon n, that is 990 upon 6, that is 165. So sigma x minus 170 square is given in the question, you can see. See, sigma, this is actually given in the question. Now this x bar matches with this, So you can see I have found x bar 170 and x bar is x minus 170 square. That means this is x minus x bar square. You got my point? In question it was given sigma x minus 170 is square, and I found x bar and I found that x bar is 170. So it should be x minus x bar whole square. Okay. The same way, in question there is y minus 165 whole square and you have calculated y bar. Okay, you have calculated y bar and your y bar is 165. Okay, so it is y minus y bar whole square. Now if this is y minus y bar whole square, then the following, that is x minus 170, y minus 165, sigma x minus x bar, y minus y bar should be 45. Yes. So write it in the book, x minus x bar whole square 60, sigma y minus y bar whole square 105, sigma x minus x bar, y minus y bar 45. Okay, now proceed further. Now if this formula is given, you know what is the formula of B? There is a formula of B, sigma x minus x bar, y minus y bar upon sigma x minus x bar square, that is 45 upon 60 is 0.75. A is y bar minus b x bar. Y bar is given in the question. Actually we have found it first. 0.75 is b and x bar is 170. So it's 165 minus 127.5. So A is 37.5. Y cap is A plus B into x. So it's 37.5 plus 0.75x. So this was the first question, y cap. Then we are finding the second question, that is r square. In this sum what I have done, I have not found r square from the beginning, I have found r only. So this method also you can apply. Actually method is same, this is the way you can apply. Okay, I have written the formula of r which was given in the second chapter. So you can see sigma x minus x bar, y minus y bar is 45 upon root x minus x bar square 60 and root y minus y bar square is root 105. So if we will solve 60 into 105, it comes to 6300. Now root of 6300 is 79.37. If you divide 45 upon 79.37, you will get 0.57. So now as I told you that I have not found r square from the beginning, I have found r. Now if I want to find r square, what should I do? I should just do the square of r given above. So if your r is 0.57, just make the square, it will be 0.32. If you get some fraction difference, then you have to take 4 or 5 or 6 digits while making the square. Okay, that means I have written this 0.57, actually it's 0.56 something. So take 4 or 5 digits and make the square, you will get approx answer. So 0.32 is near to 0 or near to 1? Obviously it is near to 0. So since the value of r square is near to 0, the regression model is not reliable. Since the value of r square is near to 0, the regression model is not reliable. Okay. So almost we have done the topic of coefficient of determination. We will solve some more sums in next lecture. So in coefficient of determination, what we have summarized, that you have to find r square. You can find r and simply make the square of r. If you get value of r square near to 0, the regression model is not reliable and linearity assumption of regression is not valid. If you get value of r square near to 1, the regression model is reliable and value and the linearity assumption of regression is valid. Thank you.